Hi, my name's Crisis Mr. Swagger, and I'm a hip-hop artist, entertainer. Yeah, been in the game for a long time.
You're not alone, it can't be, and it'll never be. See me on the stage, what?
Tonight I'm going to be showcasing hip-hop music, my music, and my style is more, I like to describe my music sort of like hip-hop that uses a lot of the essence of hip-hop, which would be sampling old tracks and then bringing them back and things like that. So yeah, expect a bit of that. The way I create my work is kind of like magic actually, because a lot of times I step into the studio, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't plan my albums or anything or projects. I just kind of step into the studio and just go with the vibe. Depends on how I feel. If I had a conflict with somebody, it's very likely that I might actually air out that situation on a song. And sometimes I just create a beat, and the beat tells the story, and all I do is just write and adapt and yeah, come up with the chorus usually, and then everything else is just a chain reaction. I'm inspired by my surroundings. My work is inspired by, it depends on the mood really, kind of like what I just explained. Sometimes I might be listening to Bob Marley, or might be listening to Coldplay or NWA, KRS-One, and then I might pick or learn something from Dr. Dre, whatever it is, NWA, and then from then, you know, yeah, I guess I never stop studying the game, so my work is really inspired by some of the greats that have done what they do best.
That's right.
Interesting facts, let's see, I'm a big Pink Floyd fan, and a lot of my albums, I've kind of recorded them sometimes Pink Floyd style, where you think a song, where a song ends and then it flows into another song without the breaks in between. My favorite Pink Floyd album would be Dark Side of the Moon. And another interesting fact, I've also worked with a producer that's also worked with Lil Wayne. His name's Young Fire. He produced an award-nominated and award-winning song called The Fire Inside. Another interesting fact, my music, though most people say it sounds together, is very much inspired by a lot of genres of music, and I actually grew up listening to I grew up on African music, but at the same time I've adopted sort of like the Western style because I'm originally African, so you might hear my roots in my music, and I'm not American. I sound American, I've lived in the US before, but yeah, that's about it. And I grew up listening to Dr. Dre and NWA, and I'm a big Dr. Dre fan. People that have seen and heard my music, sometimes, especially since moving to Perth, have told me, because you know, I've had to basically start from the ground up. I'm well known back home. I started building a name for myself in Los Angeles, California, and then when I came here, it's like started from the ground up. And people, when they found me doing open mics, they've said, dude, what are you doing here? You're like the most amazing person we've seen out tonight. You're the most amazing open mic act I've seen tonight. Whoa, dude, you should be like, what's his name? A writer from the Music magazine said, wrote a review about one of my performances, and he said, and then came Crisis Mr. Swagger, and then he describes my performance, and somewhere in the middle he says, looks like this guy's ready for the big stage. So that's my aim. I just want to let people know that even though I'm African of birth, I want to represent Australia internationally. If I'm not going to get signed by a major label, I still want to be as successful as a major artist. I want to be able to earn a steady income from my music, and at the same time nurture kids that are coming up and be able to give back to the community. And you know, I have a big heart for animals because they don't have a voice. I have a big heart for people that have cancer. I've lost, you know, my aunt to cancer and a few other relatives. So I want to be able to sort of give back to people that need that help. And I'm in a capable position, and sometimes when you earn a lot of money, you don't know what to do with it, but I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, so that's the plan. You can get more information about my music by going to my website, which is diamondchainmusic.com, or you can check out my Facebook page. What's up, everybody? My name is Crisis Mr. Swagger, and I'm a raw artist.